Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna do another one of these quick 2-minute tools days. So this is the disclaimer. I call it 2-minute tools day because I'm not gonna do an extended version of tools day. They're just short and 2 rhymes with tools day and I drop them on Tuesday. So Tool Tuesday, 2-minute tool Tuesday. It just makes sense, but we're probably never gonna do this in 2 minutes, let's be honest. Now I have a lot more oscillating tools than just the Milwaukee and the DeWalt, but I figured these are the big 2 that everybody's talking about. They're both gonna be your multi-tool oscillating tools, so they're great for plunge cutting, doing some little fine detail work. We've been using them a lot lately. This one is gonna have a variable speed trigger. Versus this has an on-off switch. And a variable speed The thing that Milwaukee does additional is they have an auto load feature. So when you turn it on, it's not going to go full speed, but as you put your tool into the material and you need more power, it's gonna auto ramp up. Now the big difference between those 2 is that this is gonna require you to keep your finger on the trigger versus this is gonna allow you to turn it on and then hold it in whatever position you want, which I found more helpful than holding it onto a trigger. Because of that, it seems like the Milwaukee is a little bit more ergonomic. You can hold it wherever you want versus the DeWalt, you kind of have to hold it obviously on the handle in the trigger. But the good thing is the DeWalt is a little bit lighter weight than the Milwaukee. Now let's go ahead and talk about the quick attach, the way that you take the blades off. I think DeWalt nailed it on this category. I don't know if this is a patent that they have because nobody else is doing it, but you just pull the trigger and the blade comes right out. The Milwaukee, on the other hand, you have to lift this lever up, which would have been nice if, hey, that's it. You just lift the lever, pull the blade off, that makes sense, right? But no, you have to also hand unscrew or use a tool to unscrew this if you can't do it by hand. Once you've unscrewed it enough, you can take the blade out, put the blade back in. The nice thing is they do put a magnet in there, so you don't have to have this hold it while you fasten it back down. And then once you hand tighten, you flip the lever and then you're good and you can't hand tighten it because it like squeezes it together. Now let's talk about vibration because obviously these tools work by oscillating back and forth. The DeWalt is gonna go at 1.6 degrees, which means it doesn't move as much as the Milwaukee at 4.2 degrees. Now, the crazy thing is that even with that much movement, in my opinion, the Milwaukee has a lot less vibration when turning it on in your hand. The other thing I think that has to do with that is you'll notice you see how the head is not fixed to the body. This actually floats so that that can move and keep your hand from having any vibration, whereas there's a little bit of a spring and movement here in the DeWalt, but not nearly as much. Now, I don't know if you can hear the difference. I think the Milwaukee is slightly quieter, and just by holding it with the full power on, you can definitely feel a difference. The Milwaukee is a little bit less vibration and a little bit more easier to hold on to than the DeWalt. We've also got an LED light on the front of the DeWalt, as well as we've got a set of lights on the front of the Milwaukee. I don't think any brighter, just different, maybe a little bit more spread on the Milwaukee. Now, one thing I noticed, I think that the DeWalt not having as much movement, it's a little bit harder to plunge cut because I think that the little cut that you're making fills up more with material. So we're gonna now make another cut similar to this with the Milwaukee. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into the auto mode so you can see how it does. So I think that's pretty evident. I mean, I can't really fake that. I used the exact same blade and it was way easier to plunge cut through this 1.125" Legacy subfloor with the Milwaukee. I'm not sure if it's the number of degrees that it oscillates, if it's the power behind it, but it's the same blade. So that's holding it down all the way. That is full speed. Watch. Pushing in as hard as I can. Now here's the Milwaukee. So there you go, I can't make that up. I think the Milwaukee performs better than the DeWalt. I think it's gonna boil down to, if you're on the yellow platform, if you really like this quick change, or you like the handle grip with variable speed versus an on-off button. I will say, my hand gets hung up on this wheel all the time and changes my speed. So I just keep it on the auto and let the tool decide how much speed I need, because usually I just wanna go ahead and get my cut done quickly. I'm not doing as much precision, and if I am, then I can back it down manually. If you really just want to argue that red's better than yellow or yellow's better than red, you could do that too. But anyway, these are both great tools, and thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. And quick ethics statement, guys, something I'm gonna try to do more often because I think it's important. Both of these tools were sent to me for free in hopes that I would share them with you guys, obviously. Neither of these, though, paid for this video, and nor have they ever asked me to say anything specific about their tools. These are my words, my feelings, my thoughts, and my opinion. So take it or leave it, like it or don't. But if you do, if you think this content is useful, make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. And if you aren't already, hit that subscribe button. And I'll continue to do these shorter length videos showcasing the tools that I like, what I like and don't like about them. In the end, that's really all it is just trying to give you guys more information. So take it or leave it. I appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next one.